Okay, so we're continuing the video here on side reinforcement. I've glued the top and bottom liners in. You can see the laminated solid maple liner is in. I've cleaned up a bit of the glue that was on the edge, a bit of squeeze out with a little bit of sandpaper. Now what I'm going to do is go ahead and add a few side braces, and these are braces that will span the distance between the curving on the bottom and the solid liners on the top. What I'm actually going to do is put a little bit of a notch in the kerfing, as well as a little bit of a notch into the maple, and then inset the brace. And you know, the majority of acoustic guitars are made without side braces. I'd say the majority of factory guitars especially, and so it's not a absolutely necessary step. I put them in as a precaution against possible future damage. Similar to the reasons why I've chosen to go with the laminated tail block I talked about earlier in the neck and tail block video. If the guitar is dropped, for example, on its side, or if someone's holding it, swings around, hits something, and you know, the guitar gets punched in the side, maybe develops a bit of a hole, what that's likely to do is crack the wood. And again, that crack, depending on where it hits in the wood, can follow a grain line and can extend a fair distance. As I said, I've seen cracks range from a few inches right up to like 10 to 12 inches along the whole lower bout of an instrument from that kind of damage. So what I do is I put side braces in. This guitar is going to get them about every 2.5 inches in the lower bout. I put a couple in the upper bout, and the idea is that if the guitar is ever damaged on the side, any cracking will only go until it hits a side brace, and then it stops. And so it'll minimize minimize that kind of damage if it should happen in the future. It also adds a little bit of stiffness to the rim, but this rim is already incredibly stiff. You know, I can push down on it. There's not a lot of movement, even though I'm putting a good amount of pressure on it. And that is mainly due to these solid laminated liners. So I'm just going to go ahead and shoot a few minutes of video cutting the notches, as well as fitting braces, gluing braces, that kind of thing. And then I'll wrap this up with another short clip once all the braces have been installed. So here's the completed rim assembly now that the side braces have been glued in, and I've just taken the clamps off and just wanted to give you a quick peek before I wrap up the video. And I'll point out one more thing here. As you saw, and as I mentioned before, these side braces are inset into the liners on both the top and bottom. And I see some people who use side braces and they simply cut them so that they just butt up against the liners, and don't bother going to all the extra work of insetting them, which is a fair bit of work. But the reason that you want to have the side braces inset to the liners is that if you simply butt them up against the liners, then what you're doing is actually creating a weak spot between the end of the side brace and the liner. And as the wood moves around, expands and contracts with humidity, you create a weak spot right between the liner and the end of the brace, which itself can cause cracking, and that kind of defeats the purpose of, one of the purposes of having the side braces in place. So thanks for watching this video. I'm going to go ahead and just do a little sanding and a little glue cleanup on the rim here, and then the next video will be showing the back being glued on the rim, and just after that the top. If you like these videos, please visit my YouTube channel to see the rest of the series. And again, this is a LG model guitar being built for Paramount Guitars in Wisconsin. Visit ParamountGuitars.com for more information, and you can visit my website houseguitars.com for more information about my guitars and the different models I offer. Thanks for watching.